don't know about you, I felt quite stressed this week. So this workout is about resetting and trying to get some breath in. Take a deep breath in and out. So really breathing in through that nose and out through your mouth. Lovely. And come and take me some nice shoulders going round. Good. And other way. And every time I'm doing that, my shoulders are crunching. I know I need this one today. Thank you all for joining me. Good. Just come and hold it in the middle and come and stretch up and over. So I'm thinking about slightly pulling my tummy in and going up and over. Lovely. Now coming down one vertebrae at a time, I want you to drop your head and just go that far. You should feel a stretch on the top of your head here. And then come around your shoulders over. Slightly bend your knees. And I just want you to go down a bit of a time till your hands touch the floor and bend your bottom and tuck your head in. So bend your bottom down and try and keep your hands on the floor and get your head slightly closer. So bottom goes down and up. Good, 3 more. And every time just try and get that head a bit closer to your knees. Lovely. Now hold it here, bend one knee, then the other one. So bend one knee and other knee here. Good, come and settle into the middle. Hold on to your elbows. So head is dropping down, squeezing across your shoulders. Lovely, and now just swing at your waist side to side. Now try to get lower with those hands if you can. That looks lovely. Perfect. Slowly as you uncurl, hands go over your head. This is one of my favourite moves. I want you to whoosh down and whoosh up. So you're relaxing forward and coming up. So let your tummy relax and up. Good. So bending those knees and up. And you should get a real sense of letting go into the middle. Good, and one more. Come and hold it at the top. I just want you to test your balance. Come up on your toes. Think about your tummy. Feel somebody stretching your fingers as you're reaching up. Lower your heels to the floor and still stay nice and tall. Open up those arms here. Now this is one we used to do in aqua a million years ago when we were allowed in swimming pools, where you could open out your chest and drop your head forward. So really lifting up to the ceiling and come forward. So if you look at me, I'm really arching my back here and then coming forward. Good, so curving open here, head comes down. Good, and you've got 4 and 3. Good, 2 more and 1. I just now want you to come middle and side to side and then come up. That looks lovely. And again with your hands, I want you to really whoosh and swing down here so it's got some weight. Good, and come over the top. Lovely. So you really get that pendulum feeling that you're dropping down and up. Perfect. Okay. Good, give me 2 more. Good, and 1 more. Lovely, so hopefully give everything a really good shake for me. You want to feel slightly looser in those back and shoulders. And we're going to start, so this is the bit that's quite like yoga. We are going down onto the floor, but just take it, you can put your hands on a chair if you want it easier. So take a deep breath in here. Breathe out, opening your chest to the ceiling. Bend your knees, put your hands down to the floor. Come and step back so you're in a plank. So this is a straight arm plank. Think about your weight. So your shoulders directly over your wrists, bending your toes, core is nice and tight. Good, then come and push back onto your heels. And so this is a downward dog stretch. Should feel it in the backs of your legs. My gloves aren't working. They're a nice idea, they're not working. So stretching back here, think about that stretch in your upper back. Heels are going down into the floor. Good, come back into plank. Head's in line with your spine here. Now there is an option. You can put your knees down on the floor and lower through tricep push-up here. Or if you can, tricep push-up here, lowering down and then back bend. So this should stretch out your abs, stretch out your lower back. Hold it here for a couple of breaths and come down. So now push up into that plank if you can. You can just come and hold this to your knees, tummy comes in, or full plank here. Good, push back into downward dog. Good, step forward with that right leg forward. We're going to repeat it on the other side. So this time I'm going to face you so I can see you. So hands come up, it's that up to down. I'll make sure that I give you plenty of time to come. So deep breath comes in, forward fold, so you've got that straight leg stretch here. This time you're on your second leg, try and step back onto your left. Back goes nice and flat there. Good, Sandra, that looks brilliant on your bottom, well done. Good, come and push back into downward dog. So stretching those shoulders, heels go down into the floor. This time I want you to pedal your knees. So like we did at the beginning, you've got one knee bent, one knee straight, and swap over. Good, come into that straight arm plank again. This is where you've got an option. You can drop your knees here and just pull your tummy in, or come straight down into that plank, bending back the top of your neck, looking up to the ceiling, lowering down through that to push up to plank here, and downward dog. Pedal those knees for me. Good, come and step forward with your left leg. Well done. Okay, there's a few more of these. I'm just going to add some stuff on. So start again with that deep breath in. Come and forward fold so you've got straight legs here. Fantastic. This time step back with your right leg. So right leg goes back here. Good. Step back into that plank. Hold plank for a couple of seconds. Tummy in, space between your shoulders, head between your spine here. Good, lower down. You can drop those knees, back bend here. Good, relaxing that down, toes go under, come back into plank, push back into downward dog. Now this time to make it harder, I want your right leg to go up into the air. Now I like to walk my hands closer to my leg. I get more of a stretch on my back and more of a stretch on my back leg. Now, if you were happy where you were, you can stay there. Try and straighten that back leg and hold it. So Sean, if you just want to lift it up a little bit, that is fine. Grace, well done. Trying to get Vicky back in there. Perfect. Good. Now, this is a really strong core exercise. I want you to come down, but with one knee forward. So welcome back, Vicky. I hope we got you back in. So one knee goes into your chest here, and you're trying to drop your hip, head's in line with your spine, and just hold that position here. Lovely, step through. And come into a lunge position. If you want to hold on to something, I've got a nice garage wall, exactly right here. Or lift your arms up and just lift that gaze up to the ceiling. So, good, so just try and find, Sean, lovely, well done. Good, so just let gravity do the work. So you're trying to drop down, fingers come forward. Sandra, that's perfect. If you just want to stay here and stretch, that is absolutely fine. Vicky, the same. Good, and just think about your breath here. Good, so opening out. Lovely, now turn your foot and come and face me. One foot's going this way, one foot straight forward. And I want you to stretch sideways. Now on this one, think about tucking your hips underneath and feel like someone's pulling your hands. So I'm all quite square to the camera here, and then I am pulling. So it's like someone's pulling my fingers, and I can feel a crazy stretch here on my inside thigh. It's also going to be working your core here. Lovely, come and twist down now, and look up to the ceiling. So this is trying to create a twist in your spine. I can feel that stretch in my top hand. I can feel it in my waist, and just looking up to the top hand. Good, now switch over the other side. So hand goes down. If you can't go all the way down to the floor, just go to your leg and twist to the other ceiling. And again, it's these twisting motions when your back gets really tight that can be really helpful. So you don't have to be all the way down, just twisting up to that hand. Well done. Come and square off for me and take that knee down again. So Sandra, you are staying here in that runner's stretch, really working here. Or you can come back, hands come up. Good, one more deep breath in and step forwards. Good, deep breath in. Nice job. I quite like these checks that you're all up again. I haven't lost anyone on the floor. It's all right, isn't it? Okay, so arms come up. Come and bend your legs. Come and step back, your left leg back this time. Show me that plank. Head is in line with your spine. Square off those hips. Come and bend your elbows down to the floor. And back bend. Really feel those stretch in your abs. Try and relax your shoulders so you're looking up to the ceiling. Good, relax down to the floor. Tuck your toes under, plank hold. Think about that tummy. Think about the weight in your feet. Push back to downward dog for the stretch. And really feel that stretch through your shoulders. Now this is the hard one. Left leg goes up. So really, if you want to push those hands towards you to make it harder, head comes in, try and square off those hips. Hold it here for 2 breaths. And knee comes in towards your chest, dropping that hip. This is a crazy core exercise here. Try not to take the tension in your shoulders, it's all in your abs. Step forward, dropping that hip. And Sandra, if you want to stay here, it's fine. If you've got anything you can hold on to, it's fine. If you want to make this harder, come up onto your knee, get your balance, think core tight, then if you can, reach up to the ceiling. So you're dropping that hip down. Try and lift your chest up to the ceiling. And anyone that's been doing lots of computers, it's this hip flexor that gets really tight here. That looks lovely. Well done. Now come and turn. So on the turn, you've got one leg facing towards the wall, one toe pointing forwards. And this is where I want you to lean into it, tucking your hip underneath and coming over to the side. Lovely, gang. So here. Perfect. And just really feel like someone's pulling your fingers. Looks amazing. Gonna make you all famous. Just hold that position for me. Stay there. Everyone do your best warrior one you can. Love that one. They're great. Good, and now when you're ready, come and twist over and look up to the ceiling. Good, so you're really opening out that hip. And my lower back always feels like I need this one. Come and switch over to the other side.
Okay.
Perfect. Hands come back down. Hip goes down to the floor. Good, and chest comes up. Lovely, and hands up. Good, open out that chest. Good, come back down to the floor and step forwards. Well done. We'll do one more round of those. Just adding on a little bit this time. So, deep breath comes in. I'll go a little bit faster through the move. So, hands go down to the floor. Step back into plank. Head's in line with your spine. Core is tight here. Lower down. This is where you can drop your knees. Lower down. Back bend. Great job, gang. Lower down to the floor. Tuck your toes under. Push back into downward dog. Drive back through those heels. Extend that leg up into the air if you can. Push through your shoulders. Squaring off those hips. If you want to walk those hands further back, hands go further back. Good, knee comes into your chest. Try and find that space between your shoulders. Good, and now come into that runner stretch. Hands come up. Thank you for my garage wall that I just wobbled. I put it there on purpose. Well done. This time, I want you to drop your knee to the floor. If you're at home and want to get a cushion under your knee, it's absolutely fine. Or if you want to roll your mat up, don't be uncomfortable. There's no benefit to this hurting your knee. Now come put your hands on your bottom and open out your chest. And so you should feel this stretch on that front hip flexor here. I'm now going to get a bit ballet on you. If you lift up the same arm as your leg that's bent, and then really try and open out and look backwards. You should really double feel that stretch here. Well done. Good, come and put both of your hands down. This time when you get up, this is probably the hardest one. I would like 2 straight legs. So, I can really feel crazy stretch on my front hamstring on this one. And so your options are, if you can, hands go down, head goes to your knee. I'm going to come and have a look at them, so just stay here. Oh, I'm impressed. Gracie, well done. Oh, they're lovely. Well done. So Sandra, just really concentrate on straightening that front knee if you can. Grace, lovely. Okay, well done. Perfect. Lovely, so just hold here. I'm really impressed you're all down to the floor. Lift up your front toe. And you should feel a stretch on your calf here. I think this is the hardest one, so if you're all managing this one, you're all doing really well. Lovely. I now want you to come and transfer your weight. So come and stand up for me. And come and shift your weight to on your front leg. So your back foot is behind you. I like having my hands on my hips for this one. So my shoulders are square, hands are on my hips, and then lift up your back leg. So if that felt wobbly, foot on the floor is absolutely fine. And just think about your core squaring off. If you can, lift off that back leg, hips go square. If you want it even harder, extend those arms. And you're trying to be a straight line from your fingers to your legs if you can. It's working your core on your balance. Well done. Vicky, Sean, Sandra, if you want to hang on, it's absolutely fine. If you want a fingertip touch somewhere, or back foot back, Grace, lovely balance. Poppy, you're doing great. Well done. Come back to that foot on the floor. Sandra, that was really good options. Well done. So just tip back here. That is perfect. And come with your feet together. Good. Come and take a deep breath in. Really nice section. Breathe out here. Come and step back with your left foot back. Give me that plank. This is your option. You can bend your knee. Lower down to the floor here. Lift up through your core here. Lower down. Tuck your toes under. Push back into plank. Here's your downward dog. Good. Come and bring that knee in and extend that leg up into the air. So your hips are square. Core is nice and tight. Well done. Come and do me that lovely core. So that knee is in and lift up. Hold this for a couple of counts. Just focus on that belly button coming into your spine. Lovely. Come and step through into runners. And arms go up if you want to. You can't leave them down on the floor. Good. Just hold that there a second. Good. Now this is the hard one. 2 straight legs. So bring that back foot in. Try and relax your head down to your front knee. And if you take those hands a little bit further forward, should really increase that stretch in your hamstring. And I'm crazy impressed on how far down you could all get. It was really good. Lift up that front toe. And again, belly button is lifted. You're trying to relax that head going into that front knee. Well done. When you're ready, come back, centralize the blood in your head, and come and take that back foot behind you. So, level 1, you've just got your foot behind you, core is nice and tight here. Level 2, lift up your back leg and hold it here. Level 3, if you can, take those hands forward. I have to do it in those steps. If I rush, it all goes horribly wrong. And so this is a core balance. If you slightly bend your supporting leg, it can sometimes help your balance. Try and square off your hips. Good. And come back into standing. Come and roll your shoulders back. Well done, everyone. That looked absolutely amazing. Well done. Come and grab a quick drink of water if you want one. And come do my Natasha quick checkup. Are we all still there? Sandra, you're doing really well. This is my Natasha catch up. You've probably done the hardest bit. Sean, you're doing really well as well. Like for all of you coming being brave and doing a new class, I like that. This is definitely my favourite one to teach. It's the one that I always feel like my body really needs. I always used to finish the week in the gym with this one. Well done. So this next section, I want you to come down on all fours. So you're going to be kneeling down. And again, if you want to put a cushion underneath your knee, that is absolutely fine. I would like you to breathe in, curve the top of your head back, and then when you're ready, arch, sticking your tail in the air. So this one, you're thinking about relaxing your head up. Head's in line with your spine, lifting up your belly button, and then arching on the way back. So you're really trying to feel that stretch in the shoulders, and breathe out as you arch like the cat. Show me. Vicky, that looks lovely. Grace, I want you to see if you can get a bit more movement in your lower back. Sandra, well done. Sean, that looks brilliant. Well done, Poppy. You two are making the space work really nicely. Well done. We always like a bit of mummy and daughter teamwork. I like that. Good, so tipping up and back. Good, 2 more.
A feet brush. Mommy, there's a prize.
I want you to come and settle into the middle. So you're lifting up through that belly button. Come and lift off your back leg. So this is the level 1 of this exercise. Your belly button is lifted through your spine here. Then turning your hand, so the side of my hand is going up, if you can, opposite arm and opposite leg are lifting up, and my focus is lifting my belly button towards my spine here. Now I just want you to hold this. If you feel too wobbly with the hand, just lift the leg and work on your tummy. I can still feel that working. Good, and I now want you to bring everything into me. So my elbow is trying to touch my knee, and then come forwards again. So elbow comes in, breathe out as that hip comes down. Perfect, so you're breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And so it's a slow and controlled movement, trying to keep that hip down and nice and square.
No! Mommy!
Good, 2 more.
Mommy!
Lovely, settle out, turning that hip down. Now, if you can, come and touch the floor with your toe and your hand and lift up again. So you're touching the ground and coming up again. Good, give me 2 more. And 1, good, switch over, other side. So head is in line with your spine. Level 1 is back foot coming up. So if you can.
What has been so difficult?
Oh, it's okay. You two are doing a really good job. They'll keep doing really good. You can stand there and watch if you want to.
Is she?
I'm not disappearing anywhere.
You can watch my
So head is in line with your spine. Belle, did you want to watch Waffle Dog?
I want to join in.
Okay. You can't join in because you're going to trip over everything. Could you watch Waffle Dog?
I might trip over.
Or join in there? Join in where you are.
Wait, I'll say hello.
Okay. Could you put Waffle Dog on?
Do waffle?
Put Waffle Dog on.
What? Lily.
Lovely.
Lily?
Straight arm comes up here.
Lily,
Lifting up through your belly button. Head's in line with your spine and just holding that down here. Good, so knee comes in and stretching forward. So thinking about that control. So I definitely find this side is so much harder than the other one. Just controlling my balance, controlling my core. I'm having to actually think about keeping my hips square. Thinking about drawing that belly button in. Good, see if you can do me 2 more. Good, and 1 more. Perfect, holding that there. And then if you can, come down and up. So then we're working
we gotta try.
bottom and head coming up here. Isn't it always a worry when your children say, don't tell her and shush?
Just tell her then.
Why are you two saying don't tell her and shush?
Tell her then. Mommy had to join in.
Okay, you can't join in. What were you stealing from the kitchen that made you better? You can. Everyone hold up.
Hello.
Everyone say hello to Belle.
Hello everyone. Teacher fitness, guys.
Belle, you're halfway. You can steal something from the kitchen.
Hi.
Go steal something. Halfway reward, everyone. Halfway of holding it together. Well done. Now come and sit back on your heels and stretch forwards. Lovely. So this position is called child's pose. If you want to take your knees wide and stretch forward, it's sometimes more comfortable. Just let your belly relax and head goes down to the floor. Good, so you're stretching forward. And this is just a fantastic stretch. Anyone whose back gets tight, Sandra, I know this is you, Sean, yours was bad the other day. This is just one to remember because it's really elongating the vertebrae on your spine. Come across your body here, head goes down. Good, and come and reach across your body the other side. Well done. Now come back into that all fours position, and I want you to reach your arm underneath and put your shoulder on the floor. So as you look up to the ceiling, I'm actually putting all of my body weight, the shoulders going down, and I'm looking up to the ceiling. And this should feel a bit like, Grace, I think you're stuck. So you have to pull back quite a long way onto that shoulder joint to feel it work. But this should feel like you're giving yourself a deep tissue massage. Grace, that's perfect. And just hold that for a couple of breaths. You're just getting such a good shoulder stretch. I know my shoulder's getting tight. I'm not doing enough boxing. It's like a real life problem. Down the side. I know Sean's missing her boxing as well. Good, so elbow goes right onto that shoulder. Perfect, and come back into that middle again. So come and centralise here. Think about that lift through your belly button, and I'm going to do one more set if you can of those abs. So fingers are pointing forwards. If you want to keep that back foot on the floor, you can. If you can, lift it up, and I want you to come knee in and knee out. Knee in and out. So you're breathing in and out. Good, you've got to. Lovely, hold it out. Turn that hip down to the floor and tap your hand down and up, but you're really focused on lifting that belly button. And each time, feel like somebody stretching your toe and your finger a little bit further away from you. I can really feel this in my back bottom cheek. And settle, hold it up. Just see if you can find that balance. Head's in line with your spine. Good, swap it over the other side. So toe is turned down. Other leg goes back. Take a second to centralise yourself before you try and lift off that arm. And this time, if you just want to lift off that arm, absolutely fine. If and when you are balanced, you could just stay there. Come in and out for me. Knee goes in, knees go out. Perfect. Well done. Me 3 more. You've got 2. Lovely, hold that here. When you're ready, come down and up. But every time you come up, think about stretching that bottom cheek up a little bit more. Lifting up a bit more every single time. Good, you've got 2. And hold this last one. So feel like someone's pulling your fingers, they're pulling at your toe. Perfect, well done. Come and hold this here back into the centre. Give me one more of those lovely stretches going backwards on your head. So child's pose here, head comes down. I always feel like I wish that you could leave me here all day. Someone would just climb on me if you left me here all day. It wouldn't last long. Good, and come and lie down onto your tummy. And give me your heel into your bottom. Now this is the stretch that we do like at the end of most of our fitness classes. But I think it's always a bit of a sign of like, are you cheating? Because if it feels easy when you are standing up, it's quite easy to lean forward, lean back. And then when you do it on the floor's in the way and it stops you from cheating. And now I want you to push your laces into your hand and stretch out that chest. Good, give me your heel down into your bottom again. So you may find you can get a little bit closer. If you're tight, you might want to hang on to like your trousers or your leggings if you can't quite get there. Good, and one more, pushing that hip flexor in. Chest stretch on the chest here. Good, and come over to the other side. So heel goes into your bottom. I don't know about you, I like this side feels double as tight as the other side to me today. Try and think about those knees being together. Lift up through that shoulder. Heel goes away. Good, heel goes into your bottom. And push your foot into your hand here. Lovely, heel goes into your bottom. Now, if you want to, the harder version of this is to do both together. So you can just stay here both together or lift that chest up. Head is in line with your spine here. Really opening out. Well done. That one is quite a tough one. Perfect. So when you are ready, come and sit up. And then I'm going to get you to come and turn the other direction. So there's a couple of options on this next one. So turning up facing. So the first one is a warm up for your spine, but it is quite tough. So first exercise, I want you to start sitting up, and if you can, roll gently through your spine and take your hands above your head. Now this is the hard bit. I'd like you to come up, shoulder, then ribs, then waist, and sit all the way up so your hands are over your head. I want you to keep going. I will be coming to have a look. Now this one, if you get stuck, just come to the point at which you're stuck and then come back again. Tam Tam, I'm going to look at you, obviously. So, show me how you're getting on. Oh, Vicky, lovely. Sean, that's got better. Grace, well done. Sandra, impressed. Come on, Tam Tam. Thank you, Poppy. I like a bit of teamwork. Tam, for this one, I'd like you to face the other direction and put your feet underneath your sofa. So Poppy, stay where you are. Poppy, can you get up? Go, Poppy. Like it. Sandra, well done. It's really nice. So this is really good at getting the mobility into your spine. I am crazy impressed. Vicky, you're doing really well. Good. Just give me a couple more, and when you're ready, come and hold it at the top so you're in the top of that sitting position. Good, so you're sitting up nice and tall. Chest is open. Come and lean back. So you're opening out at your chest, drawing your belly button in through your spine, looking up at the ceiling. So this is your level one. You're just hanging out here. You're thinking about your lower abs. You're thinking about your chest being up. Level two, come and lift off a leg. We're just going to stay here for a couple of breaths. But all your focus is on that lower core. Good, come and switch over to the other leg. Now, entirely up to you. If you want to, you can hold both legs up or go back to that single for 2 breaths. Swap over if you've got one leg off, or just hang out with me if you've got 2 legs off. Well done, and we're going to do that whole section again. So rolling down through your spine, hands go over your head, rolling all the way up to sitting. Good, so rolling down through your spine, here, and come all the way up to sitting. It's always my hands that get cold. Good, keep going. So think about breathing out on the way up and in on the way down. Just really trying to slow down that breath. Good, give me 2 more. Good, and 1 more. Lovely, come and hold this last one up. So you're here up sitting, perfect. So sit up as tall as you can. If you hold on to your knees and then lean back, chest is up, core is nice and tight, open out your hands and lift up 1 foot. So you're trying to open your chest. You can keep both feet on the floor, and just if you need to, reach and come back in again. If anyone feels any niggles, any tightness in your back, just come and stretch over and stop straight away and then join back in. Switch over if you've got 1 foot off. Sorry, I was chatting and I'd left you with 1 foot up. It's quite a long time. Lovely, if you can, lift both feet off. Well done. Really lift up that chest. Perfect. Come and straighten your legs out forward. Lift up out of your hips and come and stretch out that lower back. So I'm going to fold you in the opposite direction. To start with, just flop over. Try and get your head into your knees here. And then come and flex your feet. So I'm turning my toes up here and then leaning forwards. Lovely. Well done. When you're ready, come and lower down to the floor. And I just want you to give me crunches. So this is halfway from where we are, lifting up and down. I'm getting all pro and moving my camera angle. Good. On this last crunch, lift your head up. Stay at the ceiling. Just try and push that lower back into the floor. Core nice and tight, head is up to the spine. If you feel a slight shaking, it means we've woken up some ab muscles. That's good. Try and breathe through it for a couple of seconds and then come down and relax. Working on the other end now, I want you to bring your feet into a table position. Like stretch your lower back down into the floor and try and relax your shoulders onto the floor. Level 1, I just want you to stay here. If you slightly stretch your feet away from you, but keep your lower back onto the floor, you should feel that engaging your lower abs. That's level 1. Level 2, look up to the ceiling and take those hands forward. So core is nice and tight, head is up and just stay here. Lovely. Level 3, just come and reach to those ankles. So you're trying to flatten those lower abs. Little pulse. Any pain in your neck, put your neck down. There's no benefit. If you feel it in your jaw or shoulders, it means you've done too much for your neck. Lovely. Relax your neck down now. And then I want you to give me a switch. So that foot is going down to the floor and back up to the ceiling. Now, you might be able to do this with straight legs. If you've got a strong core, if you've got good flexibility, you might be able to do this with straight legs. For me, with straight legs, I can feel my lower back lifting. If I'm being honest, I need a slight bend in my knee in order to be able to keep my lower back on the floor and do this exercise. Perfect. Good. Knees come into your chest now. Come and lift up your head to your knee and just give me a nice rock going backwards and forwards. Again, this kind of is giving your spine a massage. Try and get up into that rib cage if you can. And it's just that weight of you on the floor should actually feel quite relaxing on your spine. Good. Come and settle backwards. Give me your heels quite close to your bottom. Lift your hips up to the ceiling and come and stretch out your quads here at the front and your hip flexor. And just stay there. Lovely. Come down and up. So bottom down and up. Good. So really squeezing those bottom cheeks. Good. You've got 3 more. Good. And hold it up. Stay there. Come and stretch your foot forwards and try and lift up one leg. So I can really feel this in my underneath bottom cheek. Try and lift up higher if you can. And then switch over the other side. So knees are together. Hips are up here. Try and square off those hips. I could feel I was kind of twisting over as I was coming up. Lovely, and bring your bottom down onto the floor. We're going to do that whole section again. So, crunches to the halfway. And so this one, you can support your head in your hands, but try and keep a nice gap between your chin and your chest. Vicky, they look lovely. Grace, well done. Tam, can you curve up any higher? So actually get a bit more rib up. Yes, good. Well done, Poppy. Sean, you've got so good at these. Sandra, I can only see your knees, but I trust you completely. And a foot, I like that. Well done. Good, come and hold this last one up. So if you're in that up position, trying to get your rib cage off the floor, try and come up an inch higher, squashing your lower back into the floor, flattening your lower abs here. Good, when you're ready, come and relax down to the floor. Head and shoulders relax. Feet come up, stretch your feet away from you. So you're flattening your lower back onto the floor. Head comes up, really trying to flatten, like that lower back in as those feet come up. Good, so head comes up, core is nice and tight. Lovely, now this time, I want you to come and reach down towards your ankles. And so you're getting a little bit into your waist. Good, come and settle into the middle. Head goes down, come and give me those scissors. So this is the one, if you could do straight legs, come into straight legs here. Or slight bend into your knee, but your limiting factor is can you keep your lower back onto the floor? Good, and if you did want this harder, you can lift your head off. But I sometimes find head off is getting strain in your neck. I can actually concentrate on my lower abs pulling in more with my feet going up and down and lower back into the floor. Well done. Knees come in, stretch out that lower back. If you wanted to do some circles on your hips here, that can sometimes feel really good. Relaxing those hip bones right at the bottom of your spine. Good, come and place those feet down and come up and down into the bridge. So knees go up and down, core is nice and tight. Perfect. Well done. And you have got 4 and 3. You've got 2 and 1. Settle back at the top here. Lift off your underneath leg. So square off those hips. If you wanted to make this one harder, single leg bridge. You can go down and up with your bottom. I find this one crazy hard. Just if anyone's getting bored and did want to make it harder, you can. There's always a harder option, isn't there? Good, switch over to the other side. So foot goes up, square off those hips, going down and up here. Perfect. So you can just hold this knees together. You don't have to do the killer down and up. Good. And 1, perfect. So push up to the ceiling a little bit more. Good, lower down through your spine. And now come back to that rock. And this time on the rock, I want you to think about going all the way back into your shoulders. I'm looking behind me because I'm not quite sure what I've got behind me. So this time, you've got an option. I either want you to straight legs up in the air, and you should feel that stretch in your hamstring. You can lift your head up, and again, this is a good one for lengthening out those hamstring muscles and your lower back vertebrae. There is an option. If you want to make this harder, push backwards, and you should go right up into your shoulders and feel that stretch on your shoulders. If you can get here, it feels amazing. You can put your hands on the bottom of your spine here. If you split your legs, it can sometimes help you find the floor. Or if this is too much, just stay where you were here, legs up into the air. Well done. Slowly uncurl from this position, and then straighten one leg and bend your other one and kind of turn yourself into a pretzel. Now, I totally appreciate this is a really hard one to see on camera of which way I'm going. So you need one straight leg, step your other leg over your body, knee goes down to the floor, and stretch across your chest. Now this, again, is a really good stretch on your lower spine. I'm going to come and have a look at you and see if anyone needs untangling. Grace looks lovely. Vicky, well done. You all look suitably pretzely. Well done. Good. Come and untangle and come back into the middle. Straighten the other leg down. Step across first to your waist. Come across your body. If you wanted this one harder, if you put your hand on your knee, you can sometimes feel that stretch a little bit more on your IT band. Lovely. Come back into the middle. This time, come and stretch one knee into your chest. You can straighten the other leg onto the floor, or you can have it bent up if that feels better on your lower back. Come and straighten that leg up into the air. Now, if like mine, your leg is shaking, just take it away from you a little bit. Take a deep breath in and try and increase it. You don't want to be bouncing these stretches. And just hold it there for a second. Well done. Bring that foot on your underneath leg. Reach through your legs and pick up your bottom. And if you want to lift your head up, again, you should feel that outside bottom cheek. Come and switch over to the other side. So knee comes into your chest. And lift that leg up into the air. But remember, if you're getting that shake, ease off your stretch and then just draw it towards you. And this one again, keep your neck and shoulders onto the floor. Concentrate onto that leg. Foot goes underneath. Reach through your legs and pick up your bottom. Lovely. And lift off your head. You want to make it harder. This next one should feel amazing. Put your soles of your feet together. Knees just collapse out to the side. And let gravity do the work. So stretching out that inside thigh muscle. And just relax your lower back down. Just take a couple of deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. So deep breath in and out. If you wanted to put your hands on your thighs, that will increase the stretch. Bring your knees up to the ceiling now. Knees come into your chest. And I want you to come and tip over to one side. Good. Last couple of abs. I'd like your elbow coming underneath your shoulder. Your options are knees come together and lift up into side plank here. Good. Or if you can, come and lift up into side plank. So this one again, feel like somebody's pulling your fingers. Elbow goes underneath your spine here. Turn your head to face to the ceiling. Good. Lower down and come over onto the other side. So elbows underneath your shoulder, toes are pointing forward, hips are coming up, lift up to the ceiling. Think about your breath. If you did want to bend that underneath leg, that's absolutely fine. Good, slowly lower down. Come and sit up into the middle for me and bring your legs wide. I always like to finish with the easiest one. Tam and Poppy are doing a really good job with your space. So for most people, we don't use our inside thigh muscle very much. We don't use it walking, our range of motion, but this is another muscle that can contribute to having you having a bad back. Like it's both sides, like your IT band, your hamstring at the back, and this one can all draw you forward, and it can add to tightness in your lower back. So this is a good one to stretch. Come and open out your chest and lift up to the ceiling and put your hands on the floor behind you. You're probably saying, Natasha, can we move yet? I would like you to see if you can push yourself an inch further forward. So again, I'm getting that chest stretch. Hands are behind me, squeezing my shoulders together. Good, and now the other way. Come and bring your hands and try and stretch a little bit further forward. So you're dropping your head trying to breathe out forward. And I'm sure when I was younger, I could get my head on the floor, and the floor's got a very long way away. Good, come and reach up and over here. So stretching out that side. Perfect, and up and over the other side. And again, this is somewhere I get very tight in my waist here. Come and turn your head side to side. Good, and then ear goes to shoulder. I guess if you wanted to, you could bring your legs closer together if you're really uncomfortable. I've just been mean and left you there. You're all doing so well. Lovely, tricep stretch here. So I do like this one for your legs wide because you're really open. It makes you lean back and get that elbow back. Elbow comes back here for the other tricep. Good, legs come together. This is my most favourite bit. This is where you get to bash your knees on the floor like a 2-year-old. Actually have a tantrum. Let it all go. Let it all flop. Now come and shake your arms out. And shake them behind you. Well done. Shoulder circles here. Come and take a deep breath in as those arms get bigger. Good, and well done. So lovely to see so many new people in class. Thank you.